Hi everyone, Cherie here. Today I'm going to be creating a traveller's notebook spread featuring the beautiful Coco Kit from Felicity Jane. So I love that even though this kit was Christmas themed, you can use it for scrapping so many other things. Today I'm going to be scrapping about our little guinea pig's birthday. She turned 3 on the 1st of December. So I've got a photo of Madison with her little guinea pig there. I do have my background pieces already cut to size. I've got the Felicity Jane Essentials white cardstock for one of my pages, and the other one I've used the stripes paper, which is on the reverse of the floral. I do love that floral, but for my page today, these are the papers I'm going with. I did already have this piece cut to size. This is already cut to the 3x4 size, and it's already stitched around the edge. I was going to use this as a journaling card in my December album, but it's going to suit my project today, so I'm going to just go ahead and use it. I will also be using one of the Coco pocket fronts. I'm going to be using these in my December album, but today this black one with the white polka dots will be going onto my traveller's notebook spread. So I do already have my journaling printed out. Now to do that, I printed it onto some plain paper using Photoshop. So I created a 3x4 rectangle, which is in really pale grey, added my text to the inside, printed it out, and then I was able to stick my journaling card in the center there. I just used a bit of washi tape to adhere that to the paper, ran it back through my printer, making sure I had deselected that grey rectangle so it didn't print on my card, and that's how I got my journaling card printed like that. So that will fit into that pocket front perfectly. I do have some trims from the Coco Kit to go at the top of my journaling to create a little tag. I also have other things from the Coco Kit as well. So I've got the doilies here, the beautiful floral die cuts. I've got the Coco label book here. I'm planning on using one of the gold foil labels. I do have 2 of the little gold die cut stars and one of the chipboard stars as well. I've also got the Coco puffy alphabet stickers, and I think I'll be using the number 3 from that one. For my title today, I'm actually using an older die set, but you can still get this in the shop. It's called the Sarah metal die set. So it's got the outline, which I've used for the white cardstock background for this happy word, and then I used just some black cardstock from my stash to cut out the thinner happy word to layer on top. So that's how I've got that, and I love that with dies you can use these over and over again, and it also has this beautiful floral and this little stem here as well. So that's my title. Now also from my stash, I've grabbed out the Jenny word stickers. It has this birthday word and a couple of other things I can use. I've got the Megan puffy stickers. I'm not sure if I use those, but they're there ready to grab if I need them. Okay, I think I'm ready to make a start. So I will pop you on fast forward and get right into it. Alright, so to start off with, I'm going to grab my sewing machine and stitch a border around each of my pages. I just use a normal sewing machine with a denim needle, so it's a little bit stronger than a normal sewing needle if you're thinking about doing that yourself. Alright, so now I can go ahead and add my photo to this first page. I'm just making sure I have enough space to add my title down the side without having to cut any of the letters off. So I'm adhering that into place now. I've got that smaller floral piece. I'm just going to cut off the piece that you can't see when it's tucked under the corner of that photo, and I will use that elsewhere on this page. You'll see at the end of the video. Alright, so now I can go ahead and add my title. I'm just using my tape runner on the back of that. Adhere that down the side, just being careful where I'm placing that Y on Maddie's face there. I still want to be able to see her eye. So that's looking good. I am actually going to grab my sewing machine again, and I'm just going to stitch a line down that happy word just to add a little bit more texture. So that'll only take a couple of seconds. All I need to do now is clip off those little threads there using my scissors. Okay, so looking at what I want to do next, and I've got that birthday word from the Jenny word stickers. Those are still available in the Felicity Jane store. So now my title says happy birthday. To finish off that little cluster in the top corner there, I'm going to add one of those little gold die cut stars. Alright, so looking at the second page, I've got that cardstock pocket front from the Coco Kit. I love that it has its own adhesive on the back, makes it really easy, and just adhering that in the center there. Now this is when I realized I had meant to add this doily underneath my photo. So now that I have stitched down that happy word, it gives me less options to be able to move that photo and tuck it underneath. So I'm just trimming that piece of paper doily right down so that I've got just that little piece peeking out from the bottom there. So that's just giving me a little hint of that doily right at the bottom of the photo there. But that's okay, that's the sort of look I wanted anyway, so it's all working out okay. Now just the other piece of doily I'm going to use to tuck under the right side of that cardstock pocket front. It would have been easier to stick it there before I'd stuck the cardstock pocket front down because the adhesive is quite strong, but I did manage to tuck it under. So I've just cut that gold foil label in half so that I can use the other half on another project, because that piece would have been covered up by this die cut floral that I'm about to stick onto the page. I wasn't happy with these circular foam dots, they just weren't sticking down well enough, so I'm putting those back and I'm grabbing my super sticky square ones out. These work much better, and then I can go ahead and add that floral to the pocket on the front there, that bottom right hand corner. Alright, so now I need to add my words to that little label, and this phrase says no ordinary day. I had already cut the day word separate, but I've decided to cut the no word off the front and put that right at the top. So I'm just moving those stickers around to get them fitting onto the label nicely. So that's done. Now I've got this little tag from the Noel kit, last year's Christmas kit, and I've also got a little tassel which was from the Joy kit a couple of years ago. They are still available in the shop as well. I've just threaded that onto some white twine from my stash, and I'm trying to keep this tail of the twine quite long because I want it to hang from the top right hand corner of the pocket front. Just adding that number 3 to the tag, and now I'm going to attach it to the pocket using a mini wide paper clip. This is a white mini wide paper clip. Just getting that onto the top there, and then I realized I had my twine too short, so I've just retied the little knot at the top there, and now it's hanging down nicely under that die cut floral piece just the way I wanted it. And the foam dots under that floral piece are actually helping to keep my twine in place. Okay, so now for my journaling card, I'm just going to leave it as the plain card. I'm not going to cut it into a tag shape, and just keeping it nice and easy. I've got my pieces of trim, I'm just stapling those to the very top there using my stapler, and that can be tucked into the pocket. So to finish off on this side, I'm going to add a couple more of those gold stars. I've got one die cut star and one chipboard star there. And then I just need to add the date on the side. Alright, so I will give you a closer look at the details on these pages. So you can see that little cluster in the top left hand corner, the stitching down that happy word, and the doily there at the bottom. On this side we've got our journaling card in the pocket with that trim, and then you can see the date on the side, that other little cluster, and a little tag at the bottom with that tassel. Alright, so this is where I remember that other little piece of floral die cut. So I am just going to tuck that in under that bottom edge of the photo. Then I can adhere the pages into my traveler's notebook. So that is all done. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing how I've put this one together using the Coco Kit and other bits and pieces from past Felicity Jane kits. Please let me know if you've got any questions, just pop it down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And I'll leave a link to Felicity Jane down below for you as well. Thank you so much for joining me, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now.